We look at God's design for sex. A few things we've got to recognize, and I know we already do. A message like this is not as shocking as it once was because we live in a hyper-sexualized culture. And if the church doesn't start talking about relevant issues that matter and impact our life, like sex and God's design for sex, like marriage and God's design for marriage, then what we'll allow is this culture to hijack God's design for our life. What we've got to do is address this because we are in a battle for hearts and minds and the lives of our young people. The church cannot be silent. God designed sex as a means of creating life, reproduction. Look at Genesis chapter 1, verse 28. God blessed them and said to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number." So here we see that God has given us a mandate to be fruitful, to multiply. But I grew up in a day, we never talked about sex in church. And I always felt shame and like it was dirty, like, oh my God, you would never. But you got to do it in the context of marriage. But think about how awesome God is, that God's gift is sex in marriage. He gave that as a gift for us, not just to reproduce, because he could have done that without all the feels. But he wanted us to enjoy intimacy, but he wanted us to do it in the context of covenant relationships.